now.
I'm James.
And I'm Emily.
And we show you our actual weight loss journey with keto lifestyle.
Make sure you check us out on Instagram and Facebook. But most importantly, don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto.
Alright, so we had a little bit of a hiccup.
Yeah.
We did not think that it was going live because the reason we're late is because it was spinning the little ring of death.
Yes.
So I thought I was going to have to close everything out and bring it back, but there you go. So Heath, that's why we're late.
Yes.
Little connectivity issue on the streaming software.
Yeah.
Which,
Wasn't sure if you could hear us or see us or...
Yeah, and I was a little bit worried about that, so I see that you guys are hearing me, so that's good to know. I was kind of worried because this is a new computer, and yeah, so I didn't know exactly how that was going to work.
So, happy Friday.
It is Friday. Best day of the week.
Yes. It's been kind of a stressful kind of week for me anyway.
Yeah, I've had an easy week for the most part. I did have training a couple days this week, so that was a little bit different for me driving so far back and forth.
Right.
But Emily's had a
couple changes at my job that has stressed me out a little bit.
She was so stressed out yesterday that she did not eat at all.
Yeah.
So, but we won't go into that because that is workplace stuff.
And it did make me think of something where, and I know you said Two Crazy Ketos, you just watched a video where they talked about eating your mistakes. But this week has made me think about eating my emotions or eating your emotions. And I know in the past, in my history, the times that I've noticed where I was at my heaviest were at times in my life that I had big struggles. And I felt sick to my stomach over the stress at work, and I thought, I'm not going to eat my emotions. I'm just not going to, I'm going to fast. So it worked for me. And I felt good doing that, so I think it helped. James said...
Just tell them the truth.
What?
What you said last night. You can say it. That she didn't want dinner. She wanted things like ice cream and snacks, so she just wasn't going to eat at all.
Yes.
Because
I was depressed and sad and angry and all the emotions, and everything that I wanted was things that I know that I should not have. So instead of doing that, I figured I would do the complete opposite and fast.
And then I had burgers by myself.
Yes. He ended up making, 3 pounds of burgers, a pound of bacon, and sausage. And he's like, aren't you going to eat? I'm like, no.
So now we have enough food for several meals in the fridge. But we did have a delicious T-bone a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Actually, it was done. We had like 16 minutes left to eat until 6:30. So I still have I still need a toothpick.
Yeah. Do you guys keep floss or toothpicks on hand like at all times? Because I know I always have floss on me.
All right, let's see who's here.
Just Jason Keto. Hey, Jason.
Shauna is here.
Shauna.
Hello. Strong says hello.
Strong.
Shauna says it is so quiet in here, and yes, that is because Dr. Barry did it to us again. Dr. Barry popped up and has a 6 o'clock live stream. So
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
I like Dr. Barry too.
Well, next week I'm going to have to talk to him. I'll have to look straight up in the air at him and say, "Listen, 6:30 on Fridays our time."
Right. I don't think that's going to go over well.
So John asked, how's that smoker treating us?
I love it. I'm still so in love with it.
Yeah, we just actually grilled our T-bones on it with a fall blend of hickory and apple.
Yes.
So
they were really good.
And
much better
Yeah.
than
then what?
in the cast iron.
No.
I'm gonna say it.
No, it's
Yep.
not. It
Yeah, it
is
is.
not better than a cast
For
iron.
a T-bone.
Don't listen.
For a T-bone, because you have a hard time getting that good sear on a T-bone because of the bone. Now ribeye, I don't think I would even try a ribeye.
I would take a cast iron hands down with anything. It might be different,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean it's better. That just means it's better today.
It was different. It
All
was
in
good.
all, if I only had one kitchen utensil, it would definitely be the creamy.
Yeah. Utensil.
It would be the cast iron. If I had to
Yeah.
pick one thing, it would be a stove and a cast iron still, because, yeah, that's all purpose.
Not me. Grill. For sure.
Vicky says, glad I made it and you got the connection issues worked out.
Yay.
I didn't even know there was a connection issue. There
Hi,
wasn't
Vicky.
anything wrong until we hit go live, and then it just
spun.
It just circled.
And thank you, Heath.
Heath allows our excuse.
Thank you.
Ken says, hello everyone. Hi Ken. 22Q Cat is here.
Hi.
Sasha Renee is here.
Sasha.
Shauna works 4 more nights until I leave
Yes.
for KPL. Woohoo.
I'm so excited about it, but as you know, I am so anxious too.
Kay Frankie says, hi James and Emily. Happy Friday.
Happy
It
Friday.
is Happy Friday.
Yes.
We can't say that too many times.
No, not ever.
Saturdays are happy too.
Yes.
And Sunday mornings are happy.
And John said it was a long, hard week for him too.
Definitely.
I am definitely glad this week is over.
We are.
For sure.
And you know what? We are really excited for KPL because this is our first convention of any sort. So,
Having to do with keto, not our first convention,
yeah.
but keto convention, yes.
I have been very excited. And the more excited you are for something when it comes, that means the slower that it comes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like a kid on Christmas on Wednesday night.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be exciting, I'm sure. Red one,
Tanya says, yeah, Lyndall's in bed, getting up at midnight
Oof.
to drive.
be safe. Tell him we said be safe.
He says, please do not eat his emotions.
I fasted.
Swilson's here. Love your shirt.
Thank you.
And everyone, when we get to KPL, you'll see Swilson under the table.
Yes.
She is shy.
And I
she's
might
under the
very
table.
well be under there with her.
Carnivore Quest is here.
Cassie.
It is Cassie.
Hi, Cassie.
And just so you know, I bought a chuck roast specifically to make your chuck roast.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yeah,
Because-
everybody else can't make it, not us.
Because we have made it.
In the Instant Pot.
Yeah, we always make it in the Instant Pot or a crock pot, and we have never done it your way of the cast iron in the stove.
Yeah.
And
Oddly.
we are going to do that, and we'll video it.
Yeah.
We should video it,
We should.
or at least the finished product.
Yes. I love chuck roast. Love it.
Sasa says she is super proud of you, Emily, for not falling off the wagon. Emily, I'm an emotional eater as well, so I know how huge it is that you stayed
Yes.
strong.
I'm not going to lie. I was thinking skyline and cheesecake. I really was.
Okay, so the good thing about our house is when you decide that you want to eat your emotions,
You have to leave the house.
you have to leave because there's no emotions. You can't eat any emotions here.
Right.
I mean, you can eat meat and you can eat things like that, but the stuff that she wants
Wasn't in
that
the
she
house.
wanted is not here. So you have to actually decide, I'm having a bad day and I'm leaving and I'm going to eat. So
Yeah.
that keeps us from doing that. And
Yeah.
I would suggest that anyone who does keto, get it out of the house.
Yeah.
Get
No.
this stuff out.
I mean, Austin is here with us. Of course, Derek does keto with us. Noah eats keto. Austin is not keto, but he usually will only bring something home that he plans to eat right then and there.
All right, before
So,
we go,
luckily.
Ken has sent us a $50.99 super chat.
Ken,
And he says, hey guys, not trying to show off here, but love the channel.
that is so sweet.
And love the cooking. Here's a little something for Keto Palooza. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we have no idea how much that means to us. No idea. So
Yeah, that's sweet. Anita says she has toothpicks.
I was getting ready to say something, and that super chat really caught me off guard.
It choked you up?
It definitely had to take my attention from what I was thinking. In a good way.
Yeah,
I was distracted in a good way. I'm like, ooh, squirrel. I just snorted just a little bit, but that's okay. What was I talking about?
We were talking about floss and toothpicks and eating our emotions.
Eating the emotions and the fact, okay. Yes, make sure that you get rid of the stuff.
In the house.
But
yeah.
What I was thinking is, do you know when my weakest time is?
When? Before bed?
Nope. I have a absolute weakest time every single day.
I would think it would be after dinner.
Monday through Friday. It is absolutely not. It is the fact that I eat at 11 for lunch.
When you get home from work.
When I get home from work, there's a reason that is. It's because my whole life, every time I walk in the door for work, I had chips.
From work.
Yes.
Chips.
I had chips and salsa on a daily basis. And it depends. If I was dieting, I only had like 3 servings. If I was not dieting, it was a half of a family-sized bag. Because I still thought that was healthy. But anyway, when I come home, there's about a half hour before anyone's home, before Noah gets home. And when I walk in the door, for some reason, I have hunger.
No, I think it's probably just that habitual your whole life.
Mm-hmm. But I feel hungry.
You've done better though.
Oh yeah, but every time I walk in the door, I feel hungry. And that is when I'm going to go get the cheese. I'm going to get, if there's leftover bacon in the fridge, that's what I'm going for now because there's none of the other stuff here. But that is my weakest moment. Yeah. And I have to distract myself. So there's a lot of times where, like, even by the time you get home, I'm still tinkering around the house and doing things.
Yes, you are definitely a tinkerer.
That's because I want to eat.
Right.
And that's how I deal with my emotions, is I get up and I'm just stay busy.
Okay, that's not what he told me last night. I'm just going to call him out. He said, I don't eat my emotions. I've just always eaten and snacked, whether emotions were involved or not.
True story. That too. But I don't think I was ever like emotional, like I need to, like if I was sad, I think I was actually more apt to not eat.
Yeah, no.
That was the only time I didn't eat was when I was sad.
Yeah. Swung says she has floss on her side table next to her couch. I keep it in my purse at all times so that way I know where it's at. Because if I leave it on a table, somebody's taking it and putting it somewhere where I can't find it.
Heidi says that you stayed strong, Emily.
Thank you.
And if you guys didn't know, Heidi has a channel, What Heidi Did.
Yes.
She has a YouTube channel. Oh, speaking of YouTube channels. Semi-retired.
He's recently found semi-retired Bob.
Okay, I have recently found semi-retired Bob.
And he loves him.
I do. And I'll tell you why. That is because...
He's from his hometown.
Well, yeah.
I think that has part of it.
When I first started watching him, I heard him mention Ohio, so I asked him where. What attracted me to semi-retired Bob is, so he started doing a challenge in September, where he just wanted to go 1%
better every day.
Yes, and when he started out, I'm sorry, Bob. It seemed like Bob was struggling to go what seemed to be about 3 houses down. Mm-hmm. Because of bad health and everything, right. Really bad health.
Right.
Well, now, Bob's videos, ever since the 1st of September, which started out at like 3.5 minutes, it was Bob walking like 3 houses to the corner saying, okay, I'm turning around, going back, see you tomorrow.
But he kept pushing every day.
Bob's up to like 20-minute videos of walking and doing wonderful, and that is so inspirational to me.
Yes.
Not to mention another reason.
Okay.
Bob has a fatherly kind of a voice.
He has a soothing voice.
Bob's voice makes me feel comfortable.
And calm. Calm.
And he's so... I'm sure he wasn't always smart like this. I mean, he's a truck driver. But he has learned so much that he relays that message in a way. I speak truck driver. and I understand it so much, and he really shares that info.
Yeah.
So if you guys have not checked out Semi-Retired Bob's channel,
Yeah.
I really, really, really think you should.
That was sweet.
And another thing is that when I first started watching Semi-Retired Bob a couple weeks ago, he had like 100 subscribers or something. And now
He's grown quite a bit.
now he's at like 1,600 and something. So I'm not the
Yeah.
only one that, that is really enjoying Semi-Retired Bob.
So Bob, James enjoys you.
I absolutely do. It's so inspirational. You have no idea what it's like to watch someone like that.
Watch their progress over
Yes.
time. Just doing 1% better every day. That's awesome.
And it's just small goals. I hoard toothpicks and have several old pill bottles, he says, filled with toothpicks for traveling.
See, I'm not a toothpick kind of girl. I need the floss. And not the floss picks. I need the floss. And Cassie says cast iron all the way.
I do agree. I think in the end,
It was probably just having the steaks
if you
on the pellet
if you
smoker.
had your smoker
For the first time.
I had the cast iron grill and we were only allowed one tool, when it's raining out, you're gonna wish that you had the cast
That
iron.
trumps, yeah.
Shauna loves the cast iron, but
is
it's heavy.
heavy.
Yes, you got to get the one with the handle on the back so you can lift both.
Yeah.
Shauna wants to know who's going to KPL. Who going is Huggers?
I'm a hugger, Shauna. James, are you a hugger?
Me?
Yeah.
Would you call me?
Are you a hugger?
I can be. I'll make sure. It depends. Only if I have on deodorant.
Why would you not have deodorant on?
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you might not want to hug me.
Sharon is a hugger.
Strong says, I ran out of Redmond's Relight and I've noticed I'm bloated a lot. Anyone else notice bloating from decreased salt?
Yes.
I'm trying to use daily minerals and salting my food, but it's not enough.
Yes. I feel like I'm putting keto chow minerals in my coffee and keto chow minerals in my this week I've been using the fasting drops because Miriam was talking about the fasting drops having more salt in them, I believe, right?
Really?
More sodium in the fasting drops.
You know, that I never really get into the technical things like that.
I just heard her say it, and there's certain things that kind of just stick with me. So I've been using that because I've not done very good on my schedule of my drinking.
If someone asked me the difference between the daily minerals and the fasting drops and the electrolyte drops...
Well, who better to ask than Chris and Miriam?
I know, but for some reason I just have so much info in my head that it would probably just shove something else out.
I'm the type where it's like, oh, squirrel, this is stuck in my head until, yeah.
And Sharon is a hugger.
Yes.
And so... Swilson says, we all know I am anxious.
To Emily, yes.
You can hide under the table with me and Shauna. We hope we enjoy, I'm sure we will. I have never, that is my favorite roast. A chuck roast is my favorite roast. I have never.
I love roast.
Yeah, I love a good fatty chuck roast.
Yes.
You know, I'll tell you what, one of the things I don't like, we
What?
got a London broil one time.
But it can turn out good with the sous vide.
I don't know. We've never tried it because...
I thought we did.
No, we put a London broil in the crock pot.
Oh, okay. That was good.
Oh, everything is good in the crock pot, and it was
Instant
not.
pot.
No, the crock pot. That was that we tried that.
That long ago?
Yep, we did that. Yes, and I've never wanted it since. We put that thing in the crock pot, cooked it all day, thinking we were going to come home and just have a piece of meat that just shredded, like a
I don't
chuck
remember
roast.
this.
It was somehow it cooked in its own juice. The London broil was dry.
I'm
inside.
jealous of your memory.
It was like that's why I can't remember anything else.
Maybe
I got
we need to
stupid
sous
old
vide it.
memories.
I know.
It was dry and it was sitting in its own juice and it was dry inside. It was
Yes.
The London broil has got to be the worst.
Maybe.
That's what dog food's made of. It's got to be. Tanya says, busy day here in Atlantic, Canada. Putting everything
Ooh.
away for the fall. Fiona is on its way tonight. We are
Oh,
west
yes. I hope, yes, I
Yeah.
pray that you are safe
Yeah,
from that. James was talking about that last night with me.
It's got to be the end of days when Canada gets a hurricane.
Yes, it looks horrible.
Yeah,
and I do pray that you're safe from that.
Saucer says, at my house, you don't have to leave to emotional eat. You guys are lucky. Yes, we are.
I am very thankful.
Because I don't know how good we could do.
Yeah.
Semi-retired Bob says, Skyline, falling off the wagon is just a little painful. The bad days are jumping off the wagon, pushing it into a ditch, chopping it up and burning it, and selling the ashes for donuts.
Yeah.
He says, why not eat pork rinds and salsa now? Because, I love pork rinds.
For some reason, he just can't, I like queso and pork rinds. I love that.
And Noah
But
loves,
he's not, Noah loves queso and pork rinds a lot.
Yeah.
But for some reason, or skyline dip, you can do keto skyline dip.
I can do skyline dip and pork rinds. There's just certain things. I'm really bad about
Right.
trying to substitute something. If I try to substitute tortilla chips with pork rinds,
For some reason,
all it does
he
is
just-
really make me crave things. So I just do the things to avoid it.
Yeah. Every now and then he will buy the high-low life chips and do that with salsa, but
Shauna's heading to her niece's birthday dinner at
I
Mexican
hope you
tonight.
have fun.
I just got some pork rinds, Himalayan pink salt, 2 little bags to bring with me.
That's so good. That's so good that you can do that.
MG3919 makes beef jerky out of chuck roast.
Ooh, I
make
like
several
jerky.
pounds a week. Several pounds a week.
Yes.
John says his weakest moment of the day is definitely after dinner and before bed.
I really thought you were going to say after dinner because you always had that thing where you would want a couple M&Ms after dinner, something sweet, because you didn't feel like you could finish a meal. And you've made so much progress with that. And I did not think you would be able to stop that, I guess. So you should be proud of that.
I am proud. I have certain things, Joe and Rachel, Two Crazy Ketos, they put out a podcast this morning about going out to eat and things.
Yeah.
And he was talking about where he associates different things at the Outback of getting the loaves of bread and all that
That's
kind
you.
of stuff. I know, and I can't.
So Joe said that too.
Yes, I can't. I just don't want to go. Now, if she mentions
I
let's
could
go out,
totally go to Outback and do very well.
I can't because I'm going to think
And
of the
stay keto.
onion and I'm going to think of all, and I just will have to get up and walk out.
One
because
day, you'll get there.
It really is an addiction, and you don't know.
I know.
Some people don't realize that it is an addiction until,
know.
I can't have that, so I can't go there. Just like I can't go to Red Lobster without the biscuits.
It's good to be self-aware.
But I can go somewhere that I've never been and I don't associate something else.
Yes.
So
One day I'm going to make reservations at SOB so we can get that Caesar salad they have.
He says reverse sear the steaks in the pellet smoker, then finish them in the cast iron. Then you have the best of both worlds.
That's a good idea.
Shauna said, mental note, pack James extra deodorant.
He never stinks. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I don't sweat a whole lot.
Yeah. He never has BO. It's really weird.
Yeah, I'm a person that, okay, so I do sweat a lot. It's just not in my upper body. My legs and feet.
It's weird.
Yeah.
He's weird.
Yes. Shauna's hoping Keto Chow has some electrolytes there. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't.
I'm hoping that they have some packets to buy so that way I can pick up some that I haven't tried yet.
Good. Shauna posted the
Thank you, Shauna. You're
link
so awesome.
for Carnivore Quest, and I didn't just not mention that you guys had a channel because I figured that your channel's so much bigger than ours. Like who wouldn't know?
I know.
And after our live stream tonight, Hungry Heath's channel does the
Yes.
Friday night feast, and
Make
that
sure you check
starts
them out.
that starts at 7:30.
If you can't tell, we love to watch other people's journey too. Because we learn a lot. We're always learning so much.
Well, here we go. Rhonda Sullivan says,
Okay.
I started keto in June, and my 11-year-old son started keto in May, and my mom and husband are also
That is
keto.
so awesome.
We love watching another keto family with a child.
That is so awesome. I love that. Now, do you struggle with your 11-year-old? Because we do struggle with our 11-year-old. Trying to get his macros right without him getting mad.
And it's hard too because we are, assume of what he needs for school lunch. Mm-hmm. So when he goes to school, if he doesn't have enough, he comes home starving, just like me.
Yeah,
and wants to
tear down the house.
And Noah can eat a lot. Noah can eat more than me and probably more than her.
I don't know about that.
I actually eat the less of anybody else in the house.
I usually eat the most, but I eat a lot in a sitting.
Yes.
I'm not a snacker like they are.
I don't have the best teeth in the world, so it takes me longer to chew and do things.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, eating a 1-pound steak, by the time I'm 3/4 of the way done, that's all went to my stomach, and I'm full.
And I'm bad about chewing my food, right?
Yes. Sometimes I think Emily's going to choke right here. I'm prepared at all times to do the Heimlich because she's always choking on her food.
Not literally.
Lisa says, "Good evening. Just thinking this time next week we will be in Louisville." Yes, we will.
I'm afraid people won't like me. That's my fear.
Why would they not like you?
I don't know.
Sasha says James has the memory of an elephant.
Yep.
My memory at one point I thought it was getting bad.
No. Mine is horrible. I have the worst memory.
So I can remember stuff from last week, but sometimes yesterday I'll be like, what the heck? Ken says, who are you most excited to meet at Keto Palooza? And that's such a hard question, Ken.
That is really hard.
That is such a hard question. There's just so many.
I'm more excited about meeting people that we comment back and forth in comments, or people who are here on our live. Like, I want to meet these people who are living the same life that we're living and have the same struggles that we're having. Like, I feel more relatable to you guys than I do like Dr. Barry. But I'm excited to meet Dr. Barry. Don't get me wrong. And Nisha and Rachel and Joe, because they've all gone through this too. Everybody has a different journey, but I don't know. That's a hard question.
Okay, yeah. Okay. If you're going by the speakers, I've heard so much of all of them. Really, I guess.
Probably Dr. Barry, because he's the one who thankfully educated him enough that he found to help us stick with this way of eating.
Yeah, because
to learn what we've done wrong in the past.
If it wasn't for Dr. Barry, I would have quit because I was doing it. I was doing things.
But I'm more thankful for you because you're the one who found all this information, this just so much information that I didn't know. And I wasn't somebody who was ever on YouTube.
That's because I'm a talk radio guy, and
and he's always listened to.
I listen to YouTube most of the time.
And now I've become that way.
It's just good to have headphones in. You can do whatever you want. You can, I'm the type of person that I turn on the radio in the morning.
I know.
And I move from one morning show to the next because as soon as
I get so mad in the car when he does this.
When they're talking and having a good time, and then they're like, "Oh, here comes Metallica," and they turn on the radio and they turn music. I turn it to the next show that's not playing music because I want to hear people talk.
Yeah.
Music puts me to sleep for some reason. John says, well, anyway, Ken, I hope that answered your question. So if none of the speakers were going, we would still go because we want to meet
just people.
People.
Yeah.
It's really not even about the speakers for me.
We love this way of eating so much. I'd say we're really passionate about it because
we definitely are.
It's definitely the topic in our house constantly.
And that has a lot to do with why we started this channel too, because, it's kind of like when you start going to church and you want to tell everybody.
Yes.
But nobody wants to listen.
Yes.
They're like, oh, there's the crazy,
religious guy.
Yeah.
There's the crazy keto guy.
There's the crazy keto guy. And
I was talking to 2 drivers yesterday. I'm going to cut you off. I'm sorry.
that's all right.
There were 2 drivers at my desk yesterday, and we were talking, and another driver had brought in a birthday cake for me to put in the refrigerator for another driver.
Oh, no.
So I put it in the refrigerator. It was for his son. He had picked it up. Anyway, so they're in there, and one of the drivers, Kenny's like, Emily, don't eat that cake. I'm like, Kenny, I don't eat that stuff. And Kevin's like, Kenny, don't you know she does that keto thing? I'm like, yep, I do.
But when you find this way of eating and you find how you feel,
Yes.
you just feel like, you know what, every time someone says, oh man, my knee hurting or something, you'd be like, I know how to fix that. And they're
Yeah.
like, shut up. That don't work is what,
Yes.
So this is another avenue. You start a channel and you just start telling the world.
Yeah.
I don't tell them what to do.
Or
I
relate to
just-
other people.
Yeah, just tell them what
know?
we do because
Yeah.
I am not a doctor.
No, me neither.
Not even close.
No.
All right, so John says, if cooked right, London broil can be delicious.
I think we need to give it a shot, like John says.
Well, what's funny is I never see them anymore, like on sale.
But we haven't really looked either.
Definitely haven't.
Okay, you look at sales. I love fresh salsa.
Lisa made fresh salsa, pico for Hunger Heat live stream tomorrow.
I like pico.
That must be a subscriber, a channel member.
It must. We're bringing pork rinds to Keto Palooza, and I cannot read because...
I found a new one from HEB that has a little salsa pack included in the bag.
That's
Pam says, have
interesting.
you tried the fat bombs made from brown butter? Wendy, I love you on keto.
No, but Ron, did I not just say this? Right before we went live, I was on Facebook for a minute, and somebody else had posted a picture of their butter bombs. And I just made not butter bombs, the brown butter bites the other day. I've been not wanting to try them because I was afraid that I would just want to keep eating them. But when I made them and tried them, James just went and got them.
I did.
I think I made them, 2 nights ago? And I'm not that big of a fan. I just assume eat a pat of butter.
So this is what they look like. It reminds me of like a reverse Buckeye.
Kind of.
It's butter, and then you got the browned end that kind of settles at the bottom of the ice cube thingy.
Yes.
And so what this is to me,
Is what?
it tastes like butter, of course,
Right.
but it also has the taste that you get when you roast a marshmallow on a campfire. It has that.
Your taste buds must be different than mine. I'm just not that big of a fan, but I have to go watch Wendy's video because I could totally see a sweet version of this for a fat bomb because I'm always trying out my fats, right? That would be really good. And thanks to Southern Ketovore, she gave me the recipe that she uses for these, and she also has a video on her channel on how to make them. So thank you, Karen. But I do want to try it with Keto Chow now. Uh-oh. Shauna says something about Red Lobster biscuits.
Southern Ketovore's here. Hi, Karen.
I know, I just mentioned her.
I know you did, but you
But
didn't
hi,
say
Karen.
hi. Shauna has a great Red Lobster biscuit recipe. You're going to have to
Ooh,
air fry them. That sounds interesting.
that does sound interesting.
I have a feeling we have to wait until carnivore's over.
Yes, we will.
Matreya's here. Hi, Matreya.
Hi.
Shauna
Shauna
says
did.
that she did not know about Carnivore Quest.
Yeah, they really boomed.
They really boomed.
Yeah.
And they're really good too. Their
They
editing,
really are.
Their editing is so good.
He always brings up their editing.
I know. I know.
Shauna said, I'm constantly trying not to keto graze, and I can't read these because the camera's in my way.
But I did have bariatric surgery several years ago and just can't eat as much as I need in one
Okay.
sitting.
That's understandable.
How's that?
Can you read it now?
Nope.
Okay. You
I'll
can
put
move
it back.
back.
And Anita says, Emily, we love you already. No worries.
Aw, thank you.
Lisa fears that she won't be liked either.
See, it's a real fear.
Jason
Jason
Jason's
made
here.
it.
What did I miss? Well,
We talked about eating emotions and floss.
Bob says he'll wave at everyone. He'll be going through Louisville, heading south about the time Keto Palooza starts.
I'm hoping we get to meet you someday.
Yes.
I know James is.
Yes.
Yes.
Shauna's excited to meet us. I've met a lot of others, so excited to see them again.
I have a feeling, okay, so you guys know that I go to these horror conventions that my brother puts on.
Now I'm eating these.
And I'm not even like that big of a fan about anything going on other than there's such a close-knit family of people there over the years that I like to at least go and see those people and hug them. And then I leave, typically. So I feel like this might be the same way of just this sense of a close-knit family.
Maitreya says, we will all like you just fine. No worries. I'm the awkward nerd and everyone accepts me just fine.
I'm very awkward, too.
Anita says, Dr. Barry is our ringleader, right? He absolutely is.
Yeah.
He is the leader of this movement, at least in my eyes.
Yes, me too.
James, just think of how you will be able to tell Austin all about meeting Dr. Barry. You know what? If I could only get Dr. Barry just to give me a 10-second video clip of him telling Austin about the carnivore diet. I would
love that.
That would be worthwhile.
Yes.
Sasha says, Emily, you totally rock, girl. Don't worry about not being liked. There goes your inner science chick again.
You're right. You really are right.
Rhonda says, honestly, he decided on his own that he was going to do keto, which I was concerned with, which would be...
She's talking about her 11-year-old.
Yeah. Too hard on him. But he embraced it and let everyone at his school know that he was doing keto.
Are you going to Keto Palooza and are you bringing your son? Because Noah...
Lisa is.
I know. That's why I'm asking if she is, too. Because I think it's just really great because I think I mentioned this last week where I'm like, are you embarrassed about bringing a keto chow to lunch with you? Or it was keto chow pudding. I'm like, are you embarrassed to bring it? And he's like, no, I know it's good for me and I know it's healthy. It was like, aw.
Shauna says, Dr. Barry surprisingly is very personable in the first 3 minutes. While still shaking my hand, he looked at the shin I had injured the night before.
That's awesome.
Okay, so if you're wondering why Emily's having a problem seeing the screen, so what we have to do is so that we're not looking down and reading and things like that.
Oh,
so,
we have a setup going on.
Yeah, so I basically have a monitor back behind the camera.
On my Harry Potter book collection.
Yeah, on top of a blue Lowe's bucket. Yes. That is on top of a
stool.
A bar stool, a counter stool.
Yep.
It's nice and janky, but it is.
It works.
Yes. We have a nice camera and a nice light and a nice computer and everything. We just have a very janky monitor stand. The biggest challenge to him is to understand, although it's keto, too much can be bad. And that is the problem we're having with Noah.
Yes.
Because he thinks because it's healthy food, that doesn't mean that you can overeat it.
Yes. Yeah. I had a stick of butter that I had opened and put in the fridge. And just a little bit ago when we were eating our steak, I asked Noah, I said, Noah, did you have butter today when you got earlier? And he goes, yeah. Because I couldn't find it in the fridge. He had eaten like 2 tablespoons of butter that was left just as a snack. Mm-hmm.
All right, so he says, did you forget to mention about going live next week, along with at Radical Geek, Maitreya. So I'm guessing Heath is talking about next week. We will not be live on our channel.
No.
So basically what's happening is
we're all going to be together at
Keto
Palooza.
Yes, us and Hungry Heath and
Radical Geek.
And who knows who
and Shauna.
Yes, and who knows who else is coming.
Who else might show up.
So that is our plans. But on this channel, we will not be live on this channel, but we will be live on somebody else's channel.
Yes.
All together. Is that Heath's channel?
Yes.
Yes, that would be on...
Hungry Heath.
Yes. Well, I just wanted to make sure because he says with
Yes, it's going to be with
I just want to
Hungry
make
Geek
sure
and Radical Geek.
we
And
wouldn't-
correct us if we're wrong.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Rhonda's son Riley said to tell Noah hi. We will.
We will.
So
And
is
that
this-
would be really cool if they could be like buddies on Fortnite or something, if he plays Fortnite online.
So,
I'm just saying.
yeah. That
It would.
Yeah, you could.
They could encourage each other.
Yes, friend Emily on Facebook, and
Yeah.
they can
Send
swap.
me a message.
They can swap info.
That would be awesome. I think it would be adorable.
Radical Geek says, "Well, I am a doctor, just not of medicine. So don't take medical advice from her."
Okay, we've had a discussion a couple times, Maitreya, because we always hear Chris say Dr. Maitreya. So we're curious, but I don't know if you feel comfortable saying what.
Yeah, what kind of doctor are you? What kind of doctor are you? And will you look at this rash? Yes, a reverse Buckeye.
Yes.
Ken says you get addicted to the results.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that too. Definitely.
Yes, Shauna, that was a frozen browned butter disc. Actually, it wasn't frozen. It was refrigerated. And it was only half brown.
Yeah, but I want to try it with the keto chow that Wendy.
You know what? Pamela Howe said that would be good in coffee.
Actually, yeah, it
And I
would.
bet you it definitely would. The dog wants something.
I know. She wants something.
I need to let
Attention.
the dog out.
No, she don't need out. She wants water.
Oh.
Or food or something.
All right, so he says, "Oh, the TikTok butter thing."
I don't know if it's a TikTok butter thing. I don't watch TikTok.
Shauna posted Southern Ketovores link.
Thank you, Shauna.
Yes. Okay. What are those things called? So I can go look for the butter disc recipe. Yes.
Yes.
Lisa said it's brown butter bites,
Yes.
and they are good. Maitreya said, "Wait, horror. Some of my besties are haunters at the Haunted Hurrah."
Maitreya, it's called Horror Hound. They do a horror convention in Indianapolis and Cincinnati, and I think they're going to start doing one in California as well.
He says, "I bet if you asked Dr. Barry to do that, he would love to do
You
it."
totally do need to
I'm
ask
definitely going to. If I get a chance, I will definitely have Dr. Barry send a personal message to Austin.
Austin is the type of person that really likes to argue.
Yes.
Topics.
Oh, me and Austin can
They
get
go
this
round and round.
round and round, and it ends up someone's mad and someone's apologizing.
He's usually the one
I'm
apologizing.
the one apologizing because eventually Austin gets his feelings hurt. Because I go for blood.
It's the right way to eat.
Just Jason says the
Yes.
things we do for live streaming.
Yes, and I took a screenshot of your message, Jason, so don't think I didn't see it or forgot.
Deborah says, "Love you guys. We'll finish watching later. Got to dash off to our grandson's football game. They're in
Aw.
Springfield, Tennessee.
Ooh,
I'd like to go to Tennessee."
I know.
22QCat says, "I love that Noah sounded proud he was eating healthy food. You're raising him right."
I
Yes.
love it.
If only we would have found this way of eating
When he was in,
when he was a baby.
yes.
Because, a lot of times I see, his weight problems and things like that. And of course,
Yeah.
I feel bad for that.
Yeah, because I got picked on in school when I was little for being,
Actually, I wish I'd have
Overweight.
found this even when Austin was a baby and he wouldn't be so mad.
Austin's the type of person who's always been skinny. It doesn't matter what he eats.
All right, Maitreya said yes, broadcasting on the Hunger Heat channel.
Yes, thank you for that.
Just tell me when to show up.
Yeah, we're really, Maitreya, I hope you can accept this apology in advance. I know you and Heath and Shelly are really good planners on things, and I really suck. Like, I'm really bad about planning things out. I'm kind of go with the flow, we'll figure it out, and I'm sorry.
And I'm not.
You're not a planner either.
I am a planner, but
he's not.
I plan more than you do.
He does not.
I do.
He's so full of it. Ooh, doctorate is in English literature.
A doctor in English literature.
I liked my English literature classes.
I mean, it makes sense that English literature has health problems too. Rhonda can't go to
I wish you
Keto
could
Palooza.
too. I really do. That would be so awesome.
I don't
Cage
know.
match.
I don't know what he's saying.
I feel like we missed something.
I don't know what we're doing, but
Bob, do you see Bob's comment?
I do.
I 100% agree with him. Old me would have said, ew, no, I can't do it. But new me, yes, best thing in coffee is coffee.
She used to be really addicted to coffee creamer, and
Yeah.
what happened is we did the beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge, and
It cured me.
Ever since then, she started to enjoy. Well, in the beginning, she started mixing an egg
The butter
with
and
it.
egg coffee.
Yeah, with butter and egg.
I'm like, this is too much work. I need it simple.
Next thing you know, she's drank it black, and that's how it's been ever since.
Yeah.
And now she likes it.
Except for Sundays. Sundays is my iced coffee day. And that is when I will have iced coffee with heavy cream and ice.
There
I
you
do
go.
like that.
All right, where are we at?
She does know Horror Hound.
You do.
Oh, that's so awesome. Next time you go, hit me up. I can get you in. I didn't say that, but I can get you in.
So yes, that is her brother's convention.
It is.
Rhonda wishes that we would move to Mississippi.
Mississippi. I don't even know where that is on the map.
We drove through it to go to New Orleans.
Is it
It's next to Alabama.
okay.
It's hot.
Ooh, I'll take hot. Today was a high of 66 here. Freezing. I'm wearing a hoodie and leggings, and I had a heater on at work on me. A personal small heater. It was so cold.
Heath is hoping that Dr. Barry will make an appearance on the live just like last year.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Bob says horror, dating myself, but does anyone else remember the 24-hour horror movie festivals at
Yes.
the Drexel?
I mean, I don't remember, but I've heard of it, I should say. Sasha, have a good night.
I loved them. I loved the old horror movies where like USA had Up All Night, and they would host, several different horror movies
Yeah.
every Friday and Saturday night. I used to love them. Anita loves Springfield, Tennessee. Good memories. Maitreya does not need an apology.
I'm still sorry because I do suck. Sometimes I'm the type of person where you have to say, Emily, do this. And I'll be like, okay.
Bob says he's an old army guy. Coffee is made in a big pot with the ground settling to the bottom. My grandma used to have that thing.
I know.
You just dump
Yeah.
dump it out and make it with hot water.
It must be an army thing.
I don't know if it's an army thing or just an old-fashioned thing.
An old fashioned. That's what I meant.
Why buy a coffee pot that makes it when you can just make it yourself?
Right.
Alan's here. Hello, Alan.
Hi, Alan.
And I thought I clicked it.
You
There.
didn't.
I did click it. I looked at the wrong screen and didn't see it.
He said high of 66 sounds delightful. No.
It does, Heath, but when we're down to in the single digits for a month, it don't sound delightful then. It's cold. My feet freeze. I don't like being cold. I have not been hot this year.
No.
Not one time have I said, you know what, I am hot.
No, there was one day, and that was when we were pulling the bush out of the front yard.
Okay, we did have to dig a bush.
And that was hard work for them.
Okay, to be fair,
I didn't do the hard
It
work.
was like over 100 that day.
It was.
And, and there was no shade.
Yeah.
What time are we at?
7:20.
Okay.
We're good.
Alan saying hi. Southern Ketovore says 66 sounds amazing. I'm jelly.
Okay, I have mixed emotions. I don't like being cold, but I really like hoodies. And I really like tall boots. So,
Which Emily has a problem with tall boots.
I do?
Yes.
What do you mean?
The problem Emily had is in the past. Emily had to buy her boots that were actually wide that would fit over her calves.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of a bunch of boots.
And now that she's lost all this weight, now her boots just kind of flop around because her calves are getting small.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the extra large calves anymore that some boots wouldn't fit.
Yeah. That makes me sad because I probably have about 40 pair of boots. Tall boots.
I know. She's got more pairs of boots than I have, like, articles of clothing, including each individual sock.
I like boots.
He says you can always build a fire,
I do like fires.
but can only take off so much before it becomes illegal. I don't. Yeah, my thing is I set the house at 73. Even in the summer, it's set at 73.
Yeah.
And if it's 72, I'm cold.
I know.
I am cold.
Karen said it was literally 94 here yesterday. I'm desperate for 6. I would love 80, 90 degree weather year round.
Pamela says she lives in Maine, and I am so sorry. And it's very cool. Been freezing. Looking
I would
ahead
love to go to Maine sometime though.
in the summer.
In the summer, but I would love to go there.
I heard it's beautiful.
I know.
My uncle used to live there.
Yeah.
Ken says, come to Florida. We're about to have a hurricane. You know what? I can handle a hurricane a couple times a year.
I love Florida.
Because I think I would go to the center of Florida so that they wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah.
But I could still close enough to,
You can still get the after.
make a day trip to the beach if I wanted.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Florida.
Shauna's in California, 89 degrees, 421. I would like that.
Karen has always had the same issue with boots, so I never bought many of them. Emily did. Whole closet full. Whole closet. Walk-in closet full. Boots. Boots. Heidi says here in Kansas it's been 100 most of the summer this week. Got a glorious dip in the 60s and 70s.
See, I would like that because I would totally use a pool all the time.
Tornadoes in Kansas.
I know, but...
We can't go to Kansas. Mm-hmm. Maitreya knows a professional cobbler in Xenia. He can resize your boots.
The calf size of them? Can they do that?
I don't know.
Ooh, I'm not getting rid of them yet then. I need to look into that because I have quite a bit.
A boot person's called a cobbler?
Shoe cobbler?
Huh.
You just learned something.
I did.
Boom.
Alan's awesome. Keto World says, I like the mid-70s, and I do too.
Yeah, that would be James.
I do too. I just don't like it when it goes below that.
Yeah.
He says they set it for 74 during the day and 69 when we go to bed.
Hers is always at 72, right?
73.
73.
Always set at 73. And everybody else in the house except for me and her complains that it's hot.
Yep. Truth.
All right, so what should we talk about? Margie's here. Hi, Margie.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Margie!
Tanya said it was 106 yesterday in Kentucky.
106?
Yeah. That is who said that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I think it was like 68 yesterday.
I think it's only been 62 today. I've been cold all day long.
Yeah.
My feet. I had the heat on in my truck all day.
Me too, in my car.
All day I had the heat on because my feet was cold.
Yeah. It's crazy.
22 Q-Cat, our Indiana neighbor, and already freezing.
See? You hear us.
Maitreya says, yes, they can size down the tops.
I need to do that.
But would they be just as expensive as buying a new pair? Because a lot of her boots, she did some bargain shopping and get some,
like half off.
I know there's boots in there. She's like, you know what? These were only $20. So I'm sure that they can't,
I know, but
some of them. You're really nice boots.
But here's the thing though, too.
Your leather boots, of course.
Yeah, definitely those. It's hard to find really good deals on boots.
I know.
And especially now. Like the sales just aren't there.
Well, it's a good thing you don't need anymore.
I do. I think I need to go boot shopping.
I got like 3 pairs of shoes. Total. Jason says, best time of the year, shorts and hoodies.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Well,
But it can't get any colder than that.
is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we say goodbye and go watch the Hungry Heath channel?
Don't eat your emotions. This has been on my mind.
Oh, and what else?
What?
Nobody puts bacon in the corner. Nobody puts bacon in the corner. Nobody.
Yes.
We had to.
Yes.
We had to.
Yep.
Follow our titles in the future. Yes.
Yes. Maitreya, I'm going to have to check my Lucchese's and see how they fit around my calf, because those would definitely be ones that I need to get.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, another great Friday night with you guys. Appreciate you guys joining us. And
Men just don't get it.
Ken, once again, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Y'all need to make that a t-shirt. What?
Don't put bacon in the...
Nobody puts bacon in the corner.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. And we will see you tomorrow with our weigh-in results.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our Saturday weigh-in. Don't forget to check out Hungry Heath. Head that way. That way? Are you putting a link?
Who?
You.
No.
Oh, he does the thing.
I don't know how to do
Keith,
that.
It's his fault.
If I tried to do that, like, everything would probably turn blue. See you guys later.
Yes, have a wonderful night.